Hi, my name is Matthew Salustro. Today I'm going to tell you a little about fishing. Fishing can teach you many qualities, but one of the most important ones it teaches you is patience. Patience can be with you your whole life no matter what career you choose, because you're going to use it almost every day. Patience helps you in life because you can't rush things all the time. You have to be patient or else some people can get mad or something can go wrong, or you can do something wrong and can really hurt you in the future. Fishing teaches you patience because you have to help find the fish. You have to wait a little while sometimes. Sometimes you don't find them there and you have to move on to the next spot. But many times there will be fish where you go and you just have to be patient and wait for the fish to bite. There are a bunch of parts to fishing, but some of the most important necessities to fishing, for example, are the fishing rod. So here's what a fishing rod looks like. So the fishing rod has the rod, which is the whole long part, and then there's the line that is attached to the reel. And attached to the reel, you have the thing that helps you reel in the line, and you have the connecting that connects it to the rod and the reel. So when you're casting a rod out to go fishing, at first you want to loosen up. You want to lift this up so your line moves in and out freely. And then you want to grab your hook, put whatever you're using to fish on, and then you would loosen this part up again, and then you would throw it and cast it, and that's how you cast. And then once the bait lands in the water, you close this, and the line stops. You can't move the line anymore unless a fish is on it. And then if you catch a fish or anything, you would reel in the line like this, and then the line would just come right in. The next most important fishing is the line, of course. So I mainly use 3 types of line. So here is my line for the 6-pound test. And what that means basically is when there's 6 pounds of force in the line will break and you will lose whatever's on the other end of that line, whether it's a fish or something else. Here is this for the little bit stronger fish. This is 10-pound test. So you would use that if you were going for a fish with a little bit more fight. And then here is a 30-pound test, which is for the bigger fish. Say if you're catching like a bigger snook or a bigger snapper or any fish kind of like that. So also the next most important part of fishing are the hooks. So there are a couple different types of hooks. The black hook I just showed you is for basically any type of fish you want to catch. And here this hook can be for the fish with the bigger teeth, so they don't like cut through the line with their teeth. Because some fish have sharp teeth, and without even pulling on it, they can just bite right through it. And then this one, this fish helps you get the fish on the hook easier because there's 3 of them. So obviously it helps you get it a little bit easier. And also you can put a couple more bait on there if you want to put a couple more bait fish or anything sort of in that category. Also, you have the weights. I have 3 different sizes of weights. This is a little bit heavier one. This one's tiny. This one barely does anything. But if you add a lot, it'll do something. And this one, which is a little bit bigger. So what you want to use a weight for is basically if, say, the tide, like the water is moving in and out too fast, and when you throw in your bait, the bait just swims all the way off into the water. And if you need it to drop to the ground to catch like a fish that swims down there, then your bait will never get down there because the tide is just pulling it across. So you want to use a weight. You want to use a weight like this so you can get the fish down on the ground and the fish will stay there and kind of swim around for a little bit until it gets eaten by a fish, which you have to be patient for. Also, another fishing you can use is this. Here you have an artificial worm. This is plastic, it's stretchy, and what you want to do is you get your hook and you place the hook through the front of the worm and you poke it out the top, sort of like that, just like that. So what this does, why it catches fish, is when you throw it in the water and cast it, you want to slowly reel in, and the fish will do like a squirming motion. The worm will do a squirming motion in the water, and a fish will see that, oh, it's a worm, and they'll bite onto this. Also, say if you want to go for a fish with sharp teeth, like a barracuda or a mackerel or a shark, you would use something like this with the hook on the end, and this is like wire. This is strong wire. Nothing's breaking this. So this is so the fish don't bite through it, and you would attach this. Say this line was on a fishing rod, you would attach this, put the line through here and tie a knot, and you would end that to the end of your line, and this would be your hook where you put your bait. So the fish can't bite through this. Also, say if you have a problem with a fish and the hook gets all the way stuck in his mouth and the fish has sharp teeth, so you can't stick your finger in the fish, you would get something like this or this to get in the mouth and then dehook a fish. So you would put this in the mouth and like kind of like jangle the hook out of the fish until it's off. So this prevents cuts and like so the fish doesn't bite you or you don't like hurt the fish that much and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's it. Thank you.